Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good morning. Oh, why is that still going? Am I open somewhere? Oh, my YouTube's open. Whoops. Okay, whoops. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still technically morning here on the West Coast, so good morning. My name is Mav. Some of you might know me as Spencer. Otherwise, you might know me as the guy you're going to hang out with for the next few hours while we play some morning Magic the Gathering. How is everybody doing out there? It's Monday. It's another week. It is another hot fucking August day. As you guys can tell, I'm back in gym clothes for this stream. Boo! We want Andrew! Boo! I do too. Where is that guy? Why is he not streaming? The fact that he's not streaming means I have to step up and stream. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, lazy asshole? No, I'm kidding. Andrew, how are you doing, my brother? Always a pleasure to hang out with you, talk to you, whatever with you. You're the guy. You're the man. How are you this morning? I know you're probably really busy over there at the Rippaverse, both editing your general releases, or upcoming releases rather, and getting ready, or not getting ready, but rather overseeing the current pre-order window for Arc Stream number 2. Is it False Start number 2? I forget. Look, this isn't against you, Andrew, but there was a time when I was all about like, oh, title, subtitle. And that was probably when I was like 14. And now shit just gets confusing. Specifically, like, I remember I thought the naming pattern for the Spider-Man movies, the MCU ones, was cute, right? Like, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home. And then they went Brand New Day. And it's like, well, now where does, like, new in the title, people are going to want to say 1. It's technically a soft reset. What happened to, like, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, Superman 4, The Search for Krypton, right? Like, things for that. Or things like that. We should bring those back. But anyway, stream elements. I don't need wow, there's a... Oh, it's my bot that's running. Oh, weird. I didn't know I had a stream element bot running on this one. Andrew says he's tired as hell, that's how, and on hold with government agencies for forever, LOL. And False Start number 2 is the second issue. Well, I didn't remember if it was Arc Stream number 2 or if it was False Start number 2. I know it's the second issue. Technically, well, I guess, yeah, that... Dude, you can be like Spider-Girl, right? Where the first official issue of Spider-Girl was that, like, Wizard preview number 0. And now you have Blue Shift number 1, Arc Stream, whatever we're calling him nowadays. Zephyr Arland number 1 is... like, or like, you can count that, what you can call it, like the Ripazine story, right? That can be like issue 0.5. So, yes, it is part 2 of the first 3-part arc. Right now, guys, you can go order. I still don't have the graphic ready, Andrew, unfortunately, but I will have it by tonight. Go over to Rippaverse.com or wherever books are sold, Barnes & Noble, Amazon. Where else? I still can't believe I'm saying this. Target, I think, is offering it, but you can pre-order Arc Stream number 2. Right now, if you go to the Rippaverse site, you can get you can pick from the full array of 4 covers, A, B, C, D. As is standard practice with Rippaverse releases, once this pre-order window is closed, you will only be able to, they will reprint cover D, that will be the mass retail copy, but covers A, B, C will be vaulted forever or, awaiting somebody getting desperate and putting it up on eBay. So go get your issues now. They're very, very, I can personally vouch that they are enjoyable stories. Andrew has a lot of good plans in the work. Obviously, he and I talk about them a lot. So go pre-order. Go to Foil Variant on YouTube to follow me and Andrew for our intellectually honest comic book show on Thursday nights, where we will talk way more about Blue Stream or, see, I don't know. Whatever his character's name is nowadays. We'll talk more about him then. But yes, always a pleasure to have you, brother. And so, guys, first order of business. I hope you're having a good kickoff to your week. Remember, there's nothing wrong with a Monday. Every day, as Superboy Prime explains to us, is a new day for a new adventure. You never know what story you might discover or who you might run into. But I know I was about 30 minutes late to starting the stream. We were scheduled to go at our normal time of 11 a.m. Pacific time. We are here at 11:30. That is my fault. I had a call that came up, and it was a kind of important one, so I had to go take care of that. we're here now, ready to play some Magic the Gathering in the morning, and also, just talk to you guys. What's up? What's on your minds? So, I have no better lead-in. Let's just jump over to the arena screen. Where are we today? So, today, guys, is sadly the last day, the last full day of the Marvel superhero season. So, starting tomorrow, we will be, as the screen has shown us, going over to the Hobbit set. Whole new season. I bought the pass, so I normally wouldn't buy the pass for the Hobbit or any of the bundles. I bought that one right there with all the draft and sealed tokens. Normally, I wouldn't buy these bundles. I mean, I bought them for Marvel, but that's Marvel. Lord of the Rings stuff, I love Lord of the Rings. I love the Hobbit book. I absolutely hate the Hobbit movie. And the Hobbit set kind of does the same thing that the Hobbit movie does, or that the Marvel set does, where it like blurs the line between the book version and the movie versions, right? So, on the Hobbit in general, but yeah, given that I'm streaming with you guys nowadays, and now that we're hanging out every day, I figured instead of just random matches, it would be fun to give us a goal and also put us up against competitive stuff, right? We can actually play matches with real stakes on the line instead of just a constantly achievable or I think a constantly climbable rank board, right? Because you can play as many games as you want in a day to move up the leaderboards until you hit Mythic. So, with that all said, why don't we just jump into it? What are we going to start? So, I've been playing a few different decks over the weekend. I know we played a lot of the Nick Fury deck, where the goal of that deck was just to get 5 lands out, get a Nick Fury out, pull in, ideally, Jennifer Walters, turn her into She-Hulk, use her ability to take damage, to sling damage. It was fun, but also I feel like we've done enough of that for a little bit, right? So, in the meantime, I figured, why don't we experiment with some other decks? And I built a kind of janky artifact deck here that I'm gonna give it a shot. I've been like slowly tweaking on it. The first draft was really just me going like, all right, I'm gonna throw a bunch of shit together. So this card too, I love it. Like Lady Octopus. You guys know I love my Rule 63 versions of characters, so long as they are not meant to supplant or replace the original one. 2, some of you might know that I have a soft spot for, 90s era comic books. So Carolyn Traynor was the original female Octopus. I remember, hold on, let me, do I want to keep this hand? Yeah, we'll keep this hand. This is going to be a risk, guys. This is going to be risky, but I believe we can do it. So, when I was a kid, one of the first issues, I remember of like the regular Spider-Man comic I read, I remember I went over to oops, wrong card. I wanted Hidden Lair. I went over to my cousin's house, and she randomly had like 4 or 5 issues of Amazing, and then like Spectacular sitting around. And I picked them up, it's like, oh boy, Spider-Man. I opened that book, and Doc Ock was a woman, and I was so confused. I was like, wait, who is this? But over time, I got used to it, and I kind of like her, and I kind of miss her. All of the female versions of Spider-Man villains that I can think of are good, except like Goblin Queen. That was really stupid. She doesn't even have a really good design, and it's not even like a character you really want to care about. It was Harry's fiance? Wife, I think. Harry Osborn's. Put that down. Put down a Hellcarver. But yeah, so it's that, and then if you guys know me, one of my favorite movies of all time is Into the Spider-Verse, because it truly does capture everything I like, and like, it is Spider-Man to the core, right? Not the best Spider-Man movie, that would be Spider-Man 2. I've been saying this comparison over the last week, so bear with me as I continue trying to chisel it into a better form. But Oh gosh, now I completely forgot what I was going to say because my turn came up. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah. Do I want to play? Okay, we're going to do Simulacrum. Yes. Scry 2 with the Iron Man suit. Diamond pickaxe. You know what? Yeah, we can do that. That's all good. That's all good stuff to keep on top. Then we're going to activate her. We're going to bring in the Hydra robot. Ba-ba. So, Spider-Man 2. Sorry. Wow. I came back to that thought in just like the worst way possible. So, if Spider-Man 2... So, to me, Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie. It truly... Spider-Man 2 is like if you opened up an issue of Lee or Conway or even JMS, Amazing Spider-Man, right? With the true character exploration of Peter, with all the dirt and grime and the... God, what makes... Like, the way he says... Hold on a second. Like, the way he blows off the burglar in the Sam Raimi movies is probably... Like, that is Peter Parker taken right from this, like, page. You know what I mean? That he's flippant. He's kind of a dick. Oh, yeah, I'll pay that. We'll pay that. 2 diamond pickaxes. Wow. Wow, what a world. And, you know, just kind of... I missed the part where that's my problem. Like, that is Spider-Man taken from... Spider-Man 2 is Spider-Man taken from the pages of Amazing Spider-Man. Brand New Day is an issue of Spectacular Spider-Man, where, you know, it comes out in the 90s, and they're using it, you know, Spectacular Spider-Man guest starring Cloak and Dagger, or even, like, the other way around, where you have a Cloak and Dagger issue, and it goes, oh boy, here comes Ghost Rider and Spider-Man to sell more books. And I mean that in a positive way, because, like, the way he interacts with everything is just fantastic. Yes, I agree that there are very, very valid concerns about the gene stuff. Yeah, let's auto-pay that. Look at all these artifacts that I have coming in. There are some problems, or maybe not problems, but there are some points to talk about with the gene subplot. However, with the Spider-Man of it all, I think we are. I think they did a pretty damn good job. No attacks. Maybe I'm being dumb. Maybe I'm not swinging because I'm talking to you guys, and that's a good possibility. But bum bum bum. Ariette's tempting apple. Swing, swing, swing. This feels like a trap. Why does this feel like a trap? It's not. Okay. Oh, because you wanted to lifelink me. I see you. Well, let's do... Who should we attach my diamond pickaxes to? Let's attach one to the Machine Automaton. And then we'll attack with him. Oh man, we can just win now, can't we? If I swing out? Oh yeah, we can totally win because he's got no block, or he can block, but he can't block everything. And then he's tapped out, except for... Yeah, he can't even use the Tempting Apple. Ariette's Tempting Apple. Okay, good. We got him. There we go. Look at that. Starting the day off right with a win. Yo, Timon, my brother man, how are you doing? How are you doing on this fine Monday? I guess it's evening for you, huh? Because Brazil is over that way. So, no idea what time zone you're technically in. North America is the only continent we all care about, right? Right. Like, let's be out. No, I'm kidding. So, hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. I saw in the in our Discord server, which you guys can find the link to and freely join below. I saw you were talking to, or like I saw our friend Dante. He had just gone to see Spider-Man Brand New Day, and like he gave it a good review, and then Timon was like, "That's fine, still not for me." And I get it, brother, but I do think you'll enjoy it. I think you would at least enjoy, probably up until they go really into the Jean Grey plot, which I know I'm not spoiling anything for anybody because, especially for like Timon, I know you probably already knew that was coming, but when we are Spider-Manning in the first like hour and a half, it's Kino. It's Kino. It's afternoon 3:50 for you, so that is, you are 4 hours ahead of us. Wow, you're even ahead of New York, which is our or not our easternmost state, but it's in our easternmost time zone. That's crazy. Let's see. I got a lot of lands. I got my Mind Stone. I got my Spectacular Spider-Man. Oh, I'm opening programs I don't want to open. Let me close my music player. Gotta free up some RAM for us, even though I have 1 million RAM. I got in, guys, right before the tech war exploded. What do I want to play here? I guess I'll play Starting Town. Then we will play a Mind Stone. Let's just ramp the hell up right now. We got a Hellcarver in case they drop a particularly scary creature. And then we have Avengers Disassembled, which we can drop to deal 3 in case they decide to ramp. Which, look at that. They're going to try. They're coming for it. Oh, and now I have Mjolnir, which means I can deal 2 damage to each creature. Look at that. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. All right. Basic land, Montanja. We will drop a Hellcarver. And then, let's drop Spidey as well. Why not? Why the heck not? End turn. Hey, Punk! How is it going, my friend? Good morning to you, or... Yes, it's 8 minutes till noon here. Good morning, noon to you. How's it going, man? I saw, speaking of Brand New Day, I know you just saw it. You let us know in the Discord server that you just saw it. How'd you enjoy it? I know you said you liked it. Really like? Not a little like? I don't know. I'm so stoked about that movie. I kind of want to watch it again. Pass to blockers. I mean, yeah, why not? He has no idea what I've got in my hand. No idea what I've got in my hand. My turn. Timon says, I don't want to see MCU Spidey's movie for the same reason I don't want to see Snyder's DC after Man of Steel. Core lore changed. I'm out. You should watch Brand New Day, though, because short of throwing the baby out with the bathwater, this movie resets Spider-Man lore. Like, this movie feels so different. I don't know if you caught it when he was live on Friday, I think, or Sunday, but Andrew, my boy Wolf, he absolutely hates the character of, you asshole. What if there's nothing to destroy? No 2 life, right? Yes, no 2 life for that jerk. So Andrew hates the characters of Ned and the depiction of MJ. Obviously, he loves MJ, but he does not agree that they did a good job here, which is completely fair. I saw Brand New Day before him. I came to him and I said, I promise you, like, I'm not going to talk about anything, but check out, like, you're going to be really happy with how they, like, the amount of use of Ned and MJ and how they use Ned and MJ. And I even went so far as to say, like, Andrew, that, like, for the, I don't want to, I guess I can exile a land, whatever. like I was like, Andrew, this finally feels like MJ finally feels like MJ, right? And it is admirable. Like it's what we always talk about over on Foil Variant, where the best writers or and the best storytellers or whatever, or the best stories don't just go, oh yeah, none of that ever happened. They go, I've been given a bunch of crap. What can I do with this? And with the amount of crap we had from MCU Spidey, this like Brand New Day feels like a Spider-Man movie. To the point, like to the extent that when it actually finally connects proper to like the Doomsday stuff in the post-credit scene, it's the dumbest shit. Like that part actually pissed me off. Everything else I like. Like obviously there are cameos, but it makes the world feel more alive and interconnected rather than just like, ooh, it's him. You know him. Everybody's favorite. Also, I'm getting my ass kicked by the fact that I have no creatures coming. I thought we were off to a good start with my mass damage, but nope. That stupid slasher. I mean, I guess I can... Like, who does this help? Who does this help anywhere? I guess I can do this and kill that thing, but it's just going to come back. Nobody says it. Nobody says it in this fucking movie. It's fantastic, right? It's fantastic. No. The shift from May to like Ben telling Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. First, like, hold on. Oh, we might be okay. We might have something here. We might stay alive for just a little, depending on what he throws down. Well, fuck. That's like... Yeah, I got nothing. He wins. I have one more turn. Just hit me. Just hit me. Oh my god. Oh, no. Oh well. Seppuku. I go out on my own terms. So, that's like Superman not saving his dad is in no way comparable to Aunt May being the one to say, with great power comes great responsibility, instead of Ben. Because, one, you could easily say that Ben said that line first to Aunt May if you really wanted to, and then she said it to Peter. Two, Ben was not the one to say that. Ben, in the original comics, Amazing Fantasy 15, you know who says that? Peter does. He comes up with that himself. He realizes, he goes, now I know that with great power comes, responsibility. And that line wasn't even enshrined to Ben Parker until Spider-Man 1, the movie. So, actually, they did it a few years back in, like, Spider-Man Year 1, that really terrible miniseries. So, there's that. It's also not an active betrayal of anybody's character, right? Superman, and like, it doesn't defy logic. With Pa Kent knows Superman is super fast and invulnerable, and he knows he can save him. And he knows there's all of this chaos going around. And yet, for some reason, Zack Snyder wanted to sell you that he would say, don't help me, and let me, like, not just don't help me, but let me die. Couldn't even, get swept up into the tornado and then have him run in there, fly up there, get him, and then, Pa can be like, wow, it was a miracle. No, he straight up said, you need to believe that Pa Kent would say, don't do anything, which is insane, especially given the conditions. And two, that Superman, even Superboy, at that point, he is closer to Superman than Superboy, would not move to grab his father, right? In the recent, what was that one that we picked? The recent Action Comics 750, right? Where Booster and Martian Manhunter and somebody else, it's not Hawkgirl, it's somebody else. No, because Hawkgirl's out with the Force Synergy team of Terrific and Guy Gardner in Unlimited. I forget who they're. Oh, it's Mary Marvel. That's who it is. So Mary Marvel, Booster, and Martian Manhunter are going through the time stream, going through all of the continuum, the oververse, to find Superman, who was lost in the DCKO tournament. After he won, he kind of just like exploded out of reality. As they're traveling, they know they're on the trail. All of a sudden, they see a random hand jump out of like the time stream, and they see a person too. It's crawling out, and they're like, "Who the hell? Like, what is that?" Booster, run a scan. As they're running a scan, Superboy, who is also sitting with them because they need him to be there so they can like triangulate, like track the DNA energy signature or whatever. Superboy just pops open the hood to the time sphere and rushes out to grab whoever's there, because that's what Superman saves people. So he flung himself into like he has no idea what he's up against. He doesn't know that the pull of the time stream is going to be really hard. He doesn't even know what he's like where he is, but he still throws himself into saving somebody, right? The other way around is with May having the line instead of Ben. I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's changed before. It will change again and again in the Ultimate Universe, right? I'm pretty sure MJ is the one, or in 6160, I'm pretty sure it's MJ who tells him, with great power comes, like, I'm fine with that. Just in the same way that, I'm fine if Superman doesn't say truth, justice, in the American way, because he never said that. Originally it was just truth and justice. American way was added during the Cold War as American propaganda, right? So that's not a betrayal. See, this is the problem. You're going, Michelle is not MJ, Ned is not Harry, Flash is not Flash. You have, that's what the movie does, though. It puts them, first of all, Ned was never supposed to be Harry. Ned is supposed to be Genki from Miles Morales' comic, right? They just transplanted the guy in the chair from Miles to Peter. So they never, ever, ever intended for him to be Harry. Flash is Flash. He's not blonde, but he is exactly like Flash Thompson would act in all of the comics, right? And then Michelle is not MJ, no. But if you watch this fucking movie, they take not MJ and make her MJ. Like, the writers craft a story that reasonably and believably transforms the character. She feels like a completely different person. The way I've been describing it is, she's still weird. She's still sort of the strong-headed person that an MJ is, but where in the past trilogy, her standoffishness or her sarcasm came off very try-hard. To be fair, that's what a teenager does, right? A teenager tries really hard to put on airs and seem cool and impress people. In this movie, she feels like a genuine person. It doesn't feel put on. It feels like she's just there. And she doesn't, do any of the weird, I read on the internet, blah, blah, blah. The worst thing she says in that sense is something we can all agree on, is that she went to go do an interview at an aerospace company. They offered her a job, and when they did, she went, you know what? No, I don't want to work for a soulless company. I think we can all agree with that. So, stream froze up a bit. I hope it is okay now. But, and so right now what you're doing is, it's not an intellectually honest read, right? And that's the problem. If you want to look at everything for a reason to not like it, I can see how you get there. But if you are someone who goes, good things can still be possible, even if they're not the overarching, quality of whatever it is, there is good stuff to be had there. Again, I'm not saying it's a perfect movie. The X-Men stuff gets kind of wonky near the end, save for the MacGuffin thing. I really liked the MacGuffin subversion. But it is the closest, again, it is a comic book come to life. It is kind of crazy. Andrew says, I was genuinely, or let me hit play really quick. Let's get that searching. I was genuinely surprised at how much I enjoyed the film, says Andrew, and didn't mind Michelle and Ned at all in it. Historically, I wanted both to die. And then talking to the Pa Kent thing, that's a context change, not a character change. Clark absolutely would have done whatever he could to save Jonathan. Apples and oranges. Yeah, Punk says, I really liked Brand New Day. Is this a good Storm and Norman only cost 2. Okay, I'm going to keep this one. I can do things with this one. Yeah, right, Punk? Like, I was really happy. I'm very happy Yelena is becoming whatever central focus of the MCU, because whatever the future quality of the MCU, I love me some Florence Pugh. She has been a waifu core for me since Midsommar, right? Like, of course it was, right? Like cute blonde woman, of course, with booty. Of course I was gonna like get gutted. Punk says, I really want to see Jessica Drew make an appearance in the MCU. Wow, I have nothing to play. I'd be fine with it if it was done right, if it was done naturally. I don't want them to do, so here's my big problem. I do not like Jessica Drew being associated with like the spider people, right? Like ooh. Yeah, counter a spell. Give me my lander token so I can get, oh no, wait, no. Hold, sorry, I'm dumb. Let's play Ghost. And then we will station. So, I don't like Jessica Drew being related at all to Spider-Man. There's a bit in, man, I knew he was going to do that. There's a bit in Bendis' New Avengers where when Peter and Jessica both join the team, what do we need here? I'm going to go with red. Watch this. We're going to blow things up. What do we think they need to get rid of? That. Auto pay. So, yeah, there's a bit in New Avengers where I think it's like Luke or Wolverine. Somebody asked like, "Oh, are you two related?" Flippantly, and both of them are like, "No, not at all." And Peter even makes a joke about like, "Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that." Pulling her into like the Spider-Verse stuff was one of the. Should I do that again? That would be funny. No, we'll hold on to that, but I will pay the ward cost to blow this up. Because I can't do anything else right now. Like, yeah, like pulling her into the Spider-Verse just never felt right. It felt cheap. It felt expected. Like, oh, she's a spider, put her in the Spider-Verse. You know what? It's totem racism. Like the spider totem, like it's animal totem racism. And so like I would be very cool if you could do anything with her that just wasn't Spider-Man related. The problem is I don't know if Marvel truly has it. Uh-oh. No, Spidey! Has it in them to like resist that temptation, you know what I mean? Wow, is this really all I have to play right now? Okay. The ideal way to do a Jessica Drew thing, I don't think she should headline a movie, because if you have Jessica Drew headlining a movie, the general public will be confused, right? Because they'll go, who's Spider-Woman? Why have we never heard of Spider-Woman before in the Marvel movie? Like, oh, they're not related? Oh, they are related? Like, it just opens up. It's too much of a stretch, I think, right? But if you did another season of like Jessica Jones and you had her be like, you know, I know somebody like, oh, kind of like they did in Daredevil, like, oh, we got to go on a mission, we're under attack. I got to leave my kid with somebody, and she's like, I know somebody, I know a friend, and she leaves it with Jessica, and we see Jessica being like, she can have her powers, but we play her up way more as in the spy angle, because that way it's something unique, and then later down the line she can get her suit. The more you just like establish her. So I'm not against Jess. I do love Jess myself, but but it has to be done right. Yeah, May saying the line that was never originally Ben's in the first place is the least offensive thing about No Way Home. Let's see, what is the most offensive thing? Let me think about this. Okay, I don't know if this is the most egregious thing, but okay, I know my most egregious thing, and I know another. Hold on, let me do my play real quick. I didn't see what he's done. Okay. Gold vein pick. Put the pick on the coconut. And you drink it all up. So my two most... I have one offensive thing from like a filmmaking point of view, and then I have another thing... Oh, this is easy. I'll be able to kill... Oh, this guy's going to be... If I can do this right, this guy's going to be really pissed off, and I'm going to cry. Or like, I'm going to cry laughing, because... Oh, you're going to do it that way. I thought he was going to make a bunch of tokens. Okay, hit me for 4. That's fine. I can just do it back. That's fun. Auto pay! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now beat that. Next. Oh, fly towards Elspeth. You gonna block it? Yeah, that's right. You're gonna die. You got a counter. You gain 2 life. Blah, 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 blah. And turn. Okay, so first, from a filmmaking, yeah, one's from a filmmaking point of view. The other is from like a story, narrative, what was on screen point of view. One is that at the end of the movie, they somehow found a way to like... They found a way to still have it all on volume. You know what I mean? Like, that entire last scene, even though it started on the top of the Statue of Liberty, like, by the end, when Peter is fighting Green Goblin, like Norman, it just feels like the... Man, I don't want to blow up my guys, but it's looking like... well, I'll drop you. He has no mana. They all fly. I guess I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to swing over at Elspeth again. Are you going to block me? You have to block me. I need to get some trample up in this nerd. Otherwise, it's just going to be a bunch of this back and forth thing. Ba-ba-da-ba. Which is just like, yeah, so it just feels gross and blah and plain in that final scene. And then, of course, the light, it's just so muddy and shit colored. Like, it's just gross. Ooh, now we're getting scared. Oh, shit. Did he just win? Because I got cocky? 2, in terms of writing, man, they're just strong enough. That sucks. Oh, I didn't have anything to drop. Okay. Let me think. Hold on. Should I fly them? Then I'll have blockers for them. Yeah, I guess this is what I'm gonna do. And drop my soul stone. Okay, we might survive for another round. Oh yeah, we'll totally survive for another round. We're fine. But then the other thing that's offensive to me is when they capture Dr. Octopus and they're like Michelle, Ned, and Pete are like making fun of his name, right? Like, oh yeah, his name's Doctor. Like, what is it? Like, bro, your name is Spider-Man. You're hanging out with a dude literally whose legal name is Doctor Strange. What right do you have to shit talk on any of this? Bro, you hang out with a grown adult who legitimately calls himself Star-Lord. You know what I mean? And then Are we good? Okay. So, yeah, those are the things that like really bothered me about that movie. Oh yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. So Timon, hold on, I'll get to this comment in a second as soon as I see what this dude wants to do. What do you have in your hand? Could he not pay the war? Like, what just happened there? Wow. Embarrassing. Well, okay. Ooh, I can make my guy survive. That's nice. Because then I can do this. I'll do both of this. What land will I blow up, my friends? Let's blow up Temple of Epiphany. Pay 3. Auto pay. Blow a lot of things up. Go. Hit OK. So, yeah, Timon says, I may watch it when it comes to stream, not making any promises, but I can't change not liking stuff I don't like. You may not agree with my opinion subjectively, but hey, at least I'm consistent. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why don't I trust what's happening? Next to combat, no attacks. And then end turn. Yeah, everybody heals up. So here's the thing. I'm not asking you to, whenever creature, or what is that? Creatures you control get 1/1. Whenever creature you control enters, the enchantment deals 1 damage to. Is that? Wow, that's like a better lightning tremors. Oh, is that what it's called? Lightning tremors, whatever that one is. Lightning. Good lord, I don't know if that's what it is, but we all know which one I'm talking about. The one where you, yeah, just whenever a creature enters, you deal 1 damage to a target. So yeah, I am definitely not asking you to. Sorry, Timon. I'm gonna take a second, Timon. I'm gonna come back to this because right now we're at the like. I need to think for where we're at right now because I'm probably going to lose, and then I can get to what you're saying or to what we're talking about. And give you a straight answer instead of pausing every 3 seconds. What to do? What to do? What to do? Uh-oh. Destroy target artifact I control. I mean, you can destroy my treasure token, I guess. That's all I have. Oh, no! He can destroy my... Fuck. And I lost. Kind of knew that. I kind of felt that the token battle was going to end up that way. So, we'll click that. All right, let me go here real quick. Go back to this. So, Timon says, I may watch it when it comes to stream, not making any promises, but I can't change not liking stuff that I don't like. You may not agree with my opinion subjectively, but hey, at least I'm consistent. So, not asking you to unlike the things you don't like, right? You watched the previous Spider-Man movies, and you did not like that direction. You did not like what they did with the characters. You did not like the tone. Completely not trying to tell you that you should like them or you should change your opinion on that. Because you gave it a shot. You earnestly engaged with it, right? And you went, it's not for me. Where I push back, and again, that opinion, you and I disagree on some stuff, we agree on some stuff. That's fine. That is completely fine. In the ethos of, being intellectually honest, all I ask is that, and like, maybe it's not all I ask, but in service of being intellectually honest, we should all remember to be open when things change, because as much as things have gotten terrible around here, here being Earth, and yes, things are routinely terrible in multiple countries all over the damn place. There are still good things that we should support and, share and cherish. What was the second point I was going to make there? Crap. Oh, there's also the fact that if we want things to be better, right? Which we do. I know, for example, you and I love Kamen Rider, and you're not the biggest fan of the direction it's taking lately. I like them. They're not my favorite, but I'm liking them. If we wanted change, just going, this sucks, I don't want to do it, which is not what you're doing. I'm being very hyperbolic here. But having that attitude in general, nobody's going to want to listen to you, because there's nothing to glean from that. You go, okay, that guy hates it. It's like, whatever. So, one, we should all aim to earnestly engage with things so we can have genuine, earnest criticism that we can tell the, developers or the creators, instead of going like, oh, that movie sucks, it went woke. You can tell them like, hey, that movie sucked because you changed this narrative piece, right? And if you're watching this stream, or you're a longtime watcher of this stream, or Good Mav Ugly, or Foil Variant, you will know that that is sort of what we always advocate for around here, right? That was not the point I was going to make. My dog jumped from outside of the corner of my eye and I lost my train of thought. But yeah, if we want things to be better too, we need to be able to support things when they are better. Nothing is going to be instantaneously, overnight, way better, right? But change does happen. I could even point to the current MCU as we are, right? Right out of Endgame, everything, they went hog wild with like making a bunch of shows and movies, and everything turned to dog shit. And it was bad. And we all were like, bye MCU, like no, like we are not seated. But slowly but surely, we got Thunderbolts, which was, I liked it a lot as a standalone movie. I say this all the time. Standalone movie, it's really fun. Doesn't make me really care about the MCU, but it was really fun. Then we got Fantastic Four, which was enjoyable of a watch, even if it didn't really have that much, lasting impact, which this is, a significant quality upgrade from where we were just a few years ago. Remember, we or maybe don't remember because it's not worth it, but Brave New World was a thing. Thor, Love and Thunder was a thing. There was a She-Hulk was a thing, right? Which, for some reason, that discourse started up again this week, and I don't know why, but one of the more insane things, and I'm like 98% sure it's my story that kind of cracked this open to the wider internet, because here's the thing, to all of my aspiring, news reporters, writers out there, say there's a big interview, right? Mav interviewed by the Hollywood Reporter says, AI could suck my dick. And that's what everybody's going to go with, right? That's like, a lot of people will go like, oh, Mav takes anti-AI stance. Mav says this, blah, blah, blah. Which I did, and it is a headline, but the problem is it's already been used by them. So what you got to do is you got to read the actual interview. And if you read the actual interview, you will find so many nuggets of information that are told to them, but they don't necessarily want to or are allowed to highlight in their headlines. But with She-Hulk, one of the things I blew up was they wanted that thing to be a legal show but then they hired no writers who had any idea how to write like a legal procedural. Genuinely, and like she wrote the Pickle Rick episode. How is all right, I don't want to spend any more time on that because we've been there before. Good Lord. I'm sorry, Jen. I love you still. My Jade Giantess waifu. But all that said, like, change can be good good things can happen. Change is possible. And so earnestly what I'm doing here with my recommendation of Brand New Day is not to say, oh, you, Timon, need to go watch Brand New Day because, you know, it gives you what you want and now you can like the MCU, right? I'm recommending it to you because I know you on a personal level to an extent. I know what you like in movies. I know what you're looking for. And I think that, like, on a whole, it's not going to be perfect for you. Like, it's not even perfect for me or Andrew or, you know, most non-teeny bopper MCU stans, the dying breed they are. It's not going to be perfect, and that's fine. But I think, like, on a whole, as an overall experience, I think you would really enjoy that. And so that's all I'm saying. And so, like, if, of course, that's just a recommendation, and that's me going, I think you should. If you don't, totally fine as well. That you have a lot of reasons to be suspicious. However, to instantly write it off as all these characters, you know, are the arguments that you at least presented in the chat were just sort of non sequiturs from what I was saying, and also kind of ignored what I was saying because I was trying to tell you directly that these characters are not them. And again, I know there's reasons to be suspicious, but yeah, don't like everybody. We should always what is it? Trust but verify. That I missed that turn of phrase. So let's bring that one back. So yeah, definitely not demanding anybody have a certain opinion or anything. Everybody should form their own opinions, but at least form them in an earnest fashion. You know what I mean? Okay, let us jump back to the arena screen and keep going down the chat. All right. Look at this. Look at this mission. Attack with 45 creatures. I can do it. It's easy. But I feel like that one's like a tedious one. Unless I ran like a goblin deck. Yeah, this is a crazy statement from Andrew. They wrote the Heart of Michelle closer to comic MJ than Kirsten Dunst was. There is a scene, everyone, and of course, Timon, who I guess I'm addressing in this part of the conversation. But there is a scene in Brand New Day involving the letter that Pete wrote at the end of, what was that? No Way Home? That he was like, I'm Peter Parker, you don't know me. There is a scene involving him and MJ surrounding that note that it's so good. Like as a Spider-Man scene, as a general scene in a movie, like hell yeah, it's really, 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 really good. Pardon me. Timon says, also, when Miles Morales comes to the forefront, I'm not watching, even if it's a 1,000 out of 10 movie. And you know what? That is okay, because that is based on your opinion that you just do not like that character, and you want nothing to do with them. And that, my friend, is a genuine opinion. That comes from, that's an intellectually honest one. For example, I have not, of all the MCU things, even though I was, you know, I was that exact sort of like young, excited fan right when the MCU was kicking off, where I was gobbling everything up. And then for the last, you know, decade, I spent my professional career covering all of that stuff. You know, I had to watch a lot of Marvel things. I'm going to fucking die. Like, I'm not getting anything. This is a bad match. Ugh, like I feel bad in the pit of my stomach about it. But I will never, ever, ever, ever watch Shang-Chi because I hate Simu Liu and I cannot stand his face and I do not want anything to do with him. Everybody says it's fucking great. Every time I relay that little anecdote right there, or I don't even know if you would call it an anecdote, but just that little statement or preference, if you will, everybody I do, whether it's like a friend, a family member, a random critic. All right, I'm just conceding. I fucking hate the draw algorithm in this game sometimes. My God. Like, everybody reacts and they go like, really? But like, Shang-Chi was good. And I go, that's all I hear. I'm sure it was. Fuck Simu Liu. Not doing it. The actress who played Young Jean was Sadie Sink. She is from, whatchamacallit, Stranger Things? She was Max, I believe. I did not watch that show past season 2, I think. Whatever that episode was where they met like her sister, and it was like the 80s themed thing, and it was supposed to be a whatchamacallit pilot, like a backdoor pilot to a Stranger Things spinoff. That episode was so bad that I was just like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with this. His mentor is called Iron Man, yet nothing in his armor is made of iron. It's the original armor in the cave was made of it. You get it, man? Also, we're switching up decks because that deck was pissing me off. And this one I want to show you guys because the way I built this one is pretty scary. It is a red-green Scarlet Spider Gruul deck, completely, like, the entire strategy here is drop things out really, really fast, hit him with an Orboroid to make a bunch of, like, to boost him up. If I'm lucky, I will have a, what do you call him? A Twitching Doll out. And then when Twitching Doll is out, Orboroid buffs up its numbers, you know, the amount of counters on it. Then you pop your Twitching Doll for the counters of spiders, and then, yeah, it's just, we can all see where the engine rolls from there. But in the meantime, we need to do this, and we're going to do that, and you're going to enter with a counter. I also agree that Kabuto is the best common rider after Black RX and the only Heisei rider worth watching. See? Look at that. Look at that. We can all find common ground, even if we largely disagree, because grandmother said we could. Grandmother told me this. Will they block? Oh, no. Okay. Web sling. Woohoo! Yay! Strong Ben. Boston Legal with super people would have been awesome. Well, like, here's one of the things about She-Hulk, right? Is that true? Like, hold on, it's gonna be I gotta get academic for a second, but let me see what I've got here. I'm gonna drop Punk back down with a 1/1 counter. Then, destroy target artifact. Oh, you're not an artifact. You're just a creature, man. Well, then I will just. Yeah, I'll blow that thing up. I don't care. Boom! Kang the Conqueror avatar. Yeah, so with She-Hulk, one of the things about her character is that, like, what do I want to do here? Spinneret? Sure. We'll give you haste. Oh, right. Everybody comes in tapped for some reason. Oh, because of fucking Spider-Woman. That's why. So She-Hulk... She-Hulk was really, really popular with women. Like, in particular, even back when she first debuted in, like, the 70s and 80s, right? Oh, bye, Kang. I wasn't even that confident that win was going to happen, but thank you. One of She-Hulk's main appeals is that she is the, like, feminine power fantasy, truly, right? Like most comic books are male power fantasies. For her, for She-Hulk, she's a female power fantasy because she's a lawyer, which means she's tough. She's in a hard-earned position where people have to take her seriously. but she's also, you know, while she's a woman, and like when she's She-Hulk, she has the power to sort of like back up that I am a lawyer, I can do this, or she can embrace her sexuality and be like, hey, you want to hook up, you want to go do this? Of course, I slept with Thor, right? Like those are female power fantasies. To be like, I know women would love to be able to just, you know, wear something attractive or whatever without being just accused of like, oh, you're a fucking slut. And even to this day, as much as people want to deny it, sexism runs rampant through a lot of those classical positions. So like legal, politics, like things like that. It's unfortunate things are changing, but we cannot deny reality as it is. So, hold on, who do I want to get here? We'll get Ben. We'll get Ben. Benji. And then we'll just swing. So, there is, like, take that idea, right, Timon? The Boston legal with superpowers. That's great. And then put in your lead being, like, a subversion, like, in a good way, a good subversion of the, like, what am I trying to say here? The average, like, instead of Ally McBeal, right? Like invert Ally McBeal, where she's, you know, single female lawyer, and she's, the weight of the world is tough, but I'll keep fighting. And that, like, She-Hulk goes, excuse me? Like, crunch the table. Like, that's not, like, we're not going to be playing these games. And you go, oh, shit, She-Hulk, my bad, right? So, imagine Boston Legal with an inverted Ally McBeal type protagonist, and just how much fun that could have been, especially if you did genuinely cool legal cases. That's one of the things I think the MCU has fucked up beyond anything since its inception, or at least since they started going with the TV stuff, is that they, because of all the stupid legal barriers and rights and contracts and stuff, they don't have the freedom to make the world feel as alive as it should, right? In the comic books, kind of like we were talking about earlier, you might be reading an X-Men comic, and then randomly 9 pages in, they get in a fight in the middle of New York, and Wolverine gets knocked into the Human Torch, who is just like, you know, on a date. And Torch goes like, oh, okay, it's time to go. Like, let's fight. And then it's over. Things like I've always said, showing just like little snippets or vignettes or whatever of what is happening on my screen. There's a lot happening. Ooh, I'm going to kill some things. Let's see. Or am I? Do I do that? Or do I do Ben? Well, first, do I want to do it like that? Yeah, I think that's how I want to do it. Okay, yes, submit 1. Next. Let all those counters go. No attacks. What do we need to blow up? Probably a Johnny? Yeah, let's blow up a Johnny. We're going to deal 27 damage to a Johnny. So, yeah. One of the things I thought they, even if the execution was bad, the idea of, like, She-Hulk, one of her clients was Matt Murdock or Daredevil, right? Or she went up against Daredevil. That was a good idea for just, like, one episode. Or, you know, like the Frogman episode, like, little cameos like that, or Mr. Immortal. Those are the things that make this endeavor really feel like, you know, you're going after essentially the mission you guys set out with this entire thing. And, let's see, a spinner, and a Land of War. We can do that. That'll be fun. Light your engines. 105. You cannot stop that. Unfortunate. Good day. Ben Reilly, I love you. Yeah, so I've always thought that they should have just more, like, little things like that would have been great. It's also where I always say this, but in Avengers, when they were doing the Battle of New York, they truly should have had, when we get to that final scene, right? And, like, the Avengers are all, like, getting to the middle where they're about to, you know, do their thing, like the circle around. either like right after that or before, just sometime in there, you should have cut away to like the Defenders, right? Have a little scene of like Daredevil, Jessica, Luke, and Iron Fist fighting a Chitauri. Then you cut to Daisy and Coulson doing the same thing. Just little things like that would have been so cool. But then, yeah, we can't afford that. We can't do that. We can't. It's like, you suck. Timon says Shang-Chi director will direct Naruto. I mean, here's the thing. That director also directed Spider-Man Brand New Day. So he's at least got... Look, I don't know how well that's going to translate until I see it, right? It's like the obscenity thing. I don't know what like obscene content is, but I can describe obscene content, but I know it when I see it. Like, something I've been laughing to myself about is we've had Western Spider-Man, right? With the Raimi movies and then the Homecoming stuff, and then we had Japanese Spider-Man with the tokusatsu and all that. In this movie, in Brand New Day, we get Wuxia Spider-Man, where Pete's like, yeah, it feels like a Chinese action film. And I'm like, ooh, look at that. A new spin on a classic dish. This is delicious. So all I've heard from Cretton is that he's good. We'll see. And that's the thing. Like, maybe the production value might be ass, right? Like, we might get really bad costumes and casting. The script itself might suck. I would at least trust that there are going to be some pretty cool action scenes in the Naruto movie, right? Like, not everything is completely 100 irredeemable dog shit. And I would like to believe that that would be the case there. Okay, what am I doing? More Land of War. More Land of War. Punk says, I've never watched Stranger Things. I just had no interest in watching it. Here's the problem. I think, yeah, like Timon says, first season is awesome. Then the Master of Puppets scene, that's it. Which is, isn't that like a recent season where he's like playing Master of Puppets on like the amp in the underworld or in the Negazone, whatever the hell it's called. Can't remember exactly. Ooh. Let's do this. Web slinging. Give me back one of my Land of Wars. Then we use Switching Doll to play the Land of War. And then I'll attack with my Frenzied Behemoth. Okay. But anyway, here's the thing with Stranger Things. I truly believe that to get into it, you had to be there, right? And I'll explain as soon as... I don't like perforating artists, but... I'll lose life. It's really the only way we have to deal with this, huh? That's unfortunate. That is really, really unfortunate. No, let's go 1, 2, add 1 mana, red. Discard this card. It deals 2 damage to each creature. Bye, everybody. Benji. So, when Stranger Things dropped, it was sort of like the culmination of Reddit's cultural relevancy currency, right? All the years of like, we need slightly more wholesome shows, or we need like, you know, what about nerd representation in the sense of just like, where are the shows about like kids who play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, or who weren't popular? And, you know, H.P. Lovecraft and early backroom stuff. Just all of that stuff sort of culminated at the perfect time with the, like, that was probably, Stranger Things was not patient zero for this, but it was absolutely the catalyst for the explosion, if you will, right? Where 80s nostalgia was ramping up, which is because, you know, that's how the cycle always goes. Everything from within the last 10 years is always stupid. But anything outside of the last 10 years becomes cool. It will always be like that. I mean, we see that right now with the recent hate against like the stomp clap music. I get it. I laugh at all the stomp clap criticisms. But anybody trying to tell you that if they were of any genuine social age, so like middle school to late college in the late 2000s, 2010s, I guess, if they tell you that they did not like that music, they're a goddamn liar. Like truly. Most people, if they didn't like that music, they just go like, huh, that's funny. It's slightly absurd. But so 80s nostalgia was like rolling in. Stranger Things hit that like right exact thing. And remember, this thing started like a decade ago. So right when it started, all of the people who had grown up in the 80s were at that age to start being nostalgic about it, right? Like, and they had disposable income. They're, late, early to late 30s, maybe early 40s at some points, right? Like, that's where. Ah, really? That was a super quick. That was smart. That was cool. I liked that from Chad the Ambitious. But yeah, so yeah, they started having. They became the major demographic, and that's what they wanted. They wanted 80s nostalgia. And so that first season, we do get, it is a little over, like what's the right word? Overbearing might not be the right word, but it really is like the neon version of like 80s nostalgia. Or that's not even the right, that's not the right term. It gets a little cheesy with it. Right? Like a little heavy, and you're like, okay, I see that. Like, oh, Dungeons and Dragons, riding your bikes. One of the things it did, which is hilarious to me, is that, pardon me, because that show really emphasized a like synth. So like in the years since the 80s, of the good 80s songs that all came out, the ones that have persisted are what we all remember of the 80s. So, a lot of synthwave, a lot of glittery pop. And so when they did Stranger Things, because it was, looking back, and it's kind of like with comic books, because, think about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, where they had all of this expansive history of Marvel to pull from, like 60 years, but they condensed it and streamlined it and put it into a presentation, like a format that would be understood, if you will, by polite society. And so like with that condension and that streamlining, you can highlight the good parts, ignore the bad parts. So the brothers, right? The Duffer Brothers, something. I don't remember who did it, but they really leaned on like synthwave, like Yamaha keyboard. And so everybody's always like, that's what 80s music was like. It's like, dude, no, it wasn't. A lot of it was like, you got the touch, doop, doop, you got the power. And it's just like, I don't know, I always found that funny, that Stranger Things sort of warped retroactively the idea of like 80s music. Oh, 1 second, guys. I have semi-important text to respond to. Come on, guy. Swing at me. But, what were we even talking about? So that first season was like cool, and it was quaint. And then second season, I would say it was probably good too. Like, yeah, this is, we're doing it more. Third season is where it became a phenomena, right? And it's sort of what I always talk about with Miles Morales. With Miles, regardless of whether you liked the decision to introduce a new Spider-Man, kill off the Ultimate Spider-Man, there was potential for a good story there. As long as you allowed Miles to, fall and have hardships and pick himself back up and learn lessons and not always be the perfect poster teenage sidekick. The second we got, and that is why we could get the first Into the Spider-Verse movie, right? Like, Miles at that point was still somewhat of a niche character, like truly. And then he blew up there, And now we are not allowed, Miles is not allowed to even grow up properly in the comics, right? Because it's a phenomenon. You can't piss off, there's so many people who have put themselves upon this show or these characters that if you change it and they're hurt, like, you, the camp, like, it's really, really dumb, and it handicaps you, and it cuts off all ability to make anything genuinely good. So, yeah, once you start being ruled by committee, you lose the plot, and that's kind of what happened with Stranger Things. And then it just became this. To me, it's now like the representation of everything that's wrong with like modern television entertainment, where it's all MacGuffins, it's all, you know, let's talk about the plan. Oh, but, you know, we forgot about that. Well, remember, math rocks, right? Like things like that kind of dialogue. I'm not gonna sacrifice a creature. If you want to fight me, you can fight me. In fact, you know what? Fuck your desecration demon. Boink. Okay. Land of War Elves. Drop that down. Yeah, like MacGuffining all over the place. Years between seasons. Like, it is absurd to me that they try to have, like, the kids are all like in their early 30s now, and or like late 20s, and they're still trying to have me believe they're 14, 15. Like, if they'd have been able to complete the show before they hit puberty, or at the very least, like aged the show or like timed the show with their puberties, it would have been fine, and it could have been kind of cool to see them like age in real time, like the characters. But no, they just didn't care. I don't know. It's so weird. It stayed past its welcome, and like, I don't know anybody, like, if you try to get into Stranger Things now, bringing it all the way back to what I was saying, you would come away being like, this is embarrassing, right? Like, you might watch that first season and be like, oh, I see the appeal here, but then, yeah, like episode 3, you're gonna be like, oh, I see what happened here. It's not great. It's not great. Who will stop Ben? Nobody will stop Ben. Oh yeah, for sure. Timon said, I said Boston Legal because it had a balance between drama, comedy, and legal stuff. Other shows like Suits and such became too soapy, focusing on the drama too much. I actually agree with that a lot. And yeah, like Boston Legal, if we were just doing like a elevator pitch comparison type thing, I would definitely put Boston Legal as like that's the blueprint for a She-Hulk show, right? Like, could have been great. Unfortunately, I don't know. Marvel fucked up really hard, and they get to deal with that now, and it just sucks. Like, I love She-Hulk, and I wanted to see her, and like the cast wasn't bad. Tatiana Maslany was pretty good as Jen, and I am so in love with her friend Nikki. Right? I have to sacrifice a creature. You want me to do that? Okay. I don't need that Land of War. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't need the Land of War. Didn't I have? Oh no, I thought I had an Orboroid out, and that's how I was getting counters, but it's from my Germanicum. Are you gonna swing? I will block you. Paradigm, hit me up. That's beautiful. Look at us. Who'd have thunk? Yeah, right? Like Grizzly and Gibbon being sued while them trying to redeem themselves from crime. Dude, you know, that just reminds me, because those two, I don't know if you remember, it was one of the rare standouts from the Marvel Now era, but in the Marvel Now era, they gave Scott Lang a series, and it involved him like, okay, I'm going, like, you know, MCU synergy slightly, but I'm going to strike out, like, I've been a villain before, and I got a chance with the Avengers. I'm going to try and do that on my own. He starts his own security firm where he tries to hire villains who want to go straight, and it was really, really good. And Grizzly and Gibbon were both part of the Ant-Man security team. And, dude, unless you have something that just wipes us? Death Touch, Investigate, and Lifelink. I'll see. I see you. I see you. But now I get to use Spinner of Souls. Put that card into my hand. What's my next creature? Spider-Punk? I'll take him. Yeah, that could have been really fun. But then I just think of this, man, right? Like if you were doing like a Boston Legal She-Hulk, the surprise that would happen if, like, all of a sudden Ant-Man's a client. Like Paul Rudd Ant-Man. Like, I think that would be really fucking cool. Yeah, I'll use my Paradigm with nobody around. But you know what, lads and lasses? Let's see. Can I do this? Spider-Punk comes in with haste. Oh, I can only do 4. Wah, wah. Okay, well, we can hit him for... Well, doesn't matter. I'll just get them all out. So 3 right now. Oh, dude, yeah, he must have had a... Daniel Dustin Cretton must have had a hard childhood being called, like, Cretton. Oh, man, I forget. I just saw a very, very bad last name where I felt so bad for the kid. I don't remember what it was, unfortunately. I know, cool story, but nothing worse than having a very easily... What's the right word? Like... equivalented word? I am sounding very, very stupid right now. But we won! And truly, isn't winning all that matters in this world? No, I'm kidding. That is a bad... Do not take that lesson away from this. Claim! I would have made Miles to be a redeemed prowler, being his own hero, having a cop father and thief uncle, making them struggle with that duality while being a hero. See? That could have been cool. And genuinely... I would have even... Here's the thing, right? Like, in terms of the Ultimate Spider-Man, that universe, right? Like 1610, I am very cool, and I like the idea of Spider-Man dying during that, like, event, like by the Punisher being an overzealous ass, and then, you know, I wasn't necessarily a fan of how they explain... I'm not getting good hands. Okay, this is better. I'll put away both of you because you're just not helpful. Like, I never like any Spider-Person explanation that is just like, oh, the spider also bit you. The character might end up being cool, but I never like that explanation. I like it just being like one spider bites Peter, done. But unfortunately, they've used that with Silk, and they've used that with Miles Morales. Where... Hold on a second, guys. Yeah. We'll use you. Yeah, so they've used it with Miles, even though, like, I did like that, you know, Mistakes into Miracles in the Into the Spider-Verse movies. I like that they made the spider that bites Miles, like, it's interdimensional, right? Like, it's from another universe instead of just, like, I think in the comic continuity, they were just like, we did it! We recreated the serum, or we recreated, like, the Oz and the spider or whatever, and so... We can recreate the experiment, and that was really stupid. But I always like I'm cool with him being a spider, but check this out. If we go by those rules, I have a cool idea where it's, imagine if, hold on a sec. Oh, not even gonna let me go. Wow, that was a really fast one. I'll take that platinum tier 2. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My Marvel superheroes, I love you. Don't go. I feel like that meme of Batman, right? Like with his parents, like, don't leave me, don't go. I love you, Marvel. And I know it's slop, guys. I know the Marvel set is slop. But I am me, and I can't help it. I may be one of only like 5 people who has a collection of Earth's Mightiest Heroes, United They Stand from 1997, right? Like, this is unfortunately, it was always going to, like, get my money. But back with the Miles thing, like, imagine if they made him, yeah, like, however you want to give him his powers, he gets spider powers. Prowler, like his uncle, tries to make him into the new Prowler. Miles actually follows him on that path. Everything happens. Everything collapses. Miles then, like, he decides to take upon the... I think I just made the wrongest fucking move in the entire world. Because I have nothing I can do with 1 red mana. And if I don't draw another... Uh-oh. 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 So, yeah, like, yeah, Miles being like, I don't know how... Because I'm just doing this off the cuff. I'd have to sit there, but somehow Miles, like, learning about Spider-Man's lesson, like maybe somebody stops Prowler and him during something, like Jessica Drew, right? The ultimate Jessica Drew, the Spider clone. She stops him, and the ultimate Scarlet Spider. She stops. Oh, fuck me. Spinner of Souls, go away. Let's go. Lands, am I right? Like, ultimate Jessica Drew stops him, sees that Miles is like really, really young, talks to him about like, oh, I remember both being young and the person who like most inspired me as a young hero, or like in my heroic life, which for Jessica will be Peter. And in that way, I would want Miles to then like, oh, here's what you do. Jessica gives him that talk in the sense of having him like redeem himself, you know, make your own identity, your own power, maybe even take the Prowler and redeem it. And Miles just like, okay, I'm giving up on this match. This is fucking... I can't do anything. Miles just sort of reads it wrong. You know, he's a very excited... Because remember, when Miles gets his powers, he's like 11. He's like 12. 11. Like, he's not that old. So, make him an excited child, and instead of picking up on what Jessica is saying, he goes, okay, yeah, I'll be Spider-Man, because I love Spider-Man, and I want to honor him. And then he goes out, and then everybody goes like, what the hell are you doing? He goes, what? I thought this was the right... Like, that would be a lot of fun. And then we could allow Miles to grow and do stuff. I mean, in the original Miles run, his mom dies, right? She dies at the hands of Venom in the hospital that she works at. As soon as Secret Wars ends and they bring Miles over to the 616, that element of, like, she's alive. And she's still alive to this day. And look, I love me a hot Latina mom as much as the next guy, but there's something called story continuity that should generally be followed. Oh man. All right, let's see. Where are we even in these games? I've won a few, I've lost a few, we've laughed, we've loved. I had a water bottle. Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe, hopefully this play can come together. I'll attack. Put a counter on Mary Jane, on Spinneret, and Spiderling. The Spiderling potatoes. Doom reigns supreme. Whenever revealing you control... Oh, that one. Well, watch me piss him off. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Auto pay. Bye-bye. Now we'll put a counter on Spinneret. Boom, boom. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. If he's playing villains, I don't know. You don't have haste. Oh, God. Should I be mean? No, because that'll just pop the thing back out. So, we will auto pay. And it'll come in with haste. And then we'll go next. Next. 2 attacks. This way, like, if I tried that with Spider-Punk, Agent of Hydra would have just killed him. But now everybody lives. Oh, but I used Twisting Doll, so I can't spike him. I want a hard-hitting question, that guy. But I guess... Oh, I don't even have 2 up right now. I'll just have to wait till my next turn to do it. Why does my lighting look weird all of a sudden? Why do I look so red? Why does my hair look so awful? Why do I fulfill every stereotype of Magic players right now? Okay, let's see. Spinneret, blow up the Red Room Recruit. Jarvis. Oh, thank you very much. That is a win. I told you. Once as if I can get this deck going in the right way and not get screwed by the RNG, the RN gods, the RNG hods, things work. I'm still 5 down. Wow, how am I still 5 down from finishing the attack with 45 creatures? That's embarrassing, my friends. Oh, what the hell? Wow. The Twitch stream didn't start all that time ago. So we've only been broadcasting to YouTube. I am so very sorry, my friends. That's on me. I should have checked that. I just figured I don't have that large of a following yet, so just nobody's over on Twitch. There's only ever one person on Twitch, my boy ON. So we can at least do, what, we got like 30 minutes left? I didn't mean to mulligan, I wanted that hand. We've at least got 30 minutes we can do over on Twitch, right? Just hanging out. Whoa, he's live streaming Magic the Gathering. The one thing I hate... Wait, can I change the title? I can't change the title from my OBS. Like, I have to... Like, once I go live, I have to go to Twitch. Then I gotta do it all. And it's dumb. It's dumb. Mobile live dashboard. Oh, look, I can do something from my phone. Let's check it out. Stream manager. I don't need... Can I rename it from my phone? Well, let's not, no, I don't know what I'm doing here, but we have a game to play. So let's not be jerks. Let us gingerly touch tips. And we'll swing with Spider Punk. The one thing I need you guys to do over there, Wizards, is put all the alternate prints for the Spider-Man set in. Like, I can't... They don't even have the cool, like, black floating print for them or any of the alt prints. It's just the same prints. This feels like the joke from The Simpsons where Moe throws Barney out and then he shows up behind him. Inspiring Overseer. Forest. Do. Oh, I don't have enough to actually do that yet. Oh, I'll do Rampaging Balos. Hell yeah. No attacks. We'll keep him alive for now, because next turn I can hard-hitting question I can hard-hitting question the Inspiring Overseer, and we can have a straight through line of attack. Or I can just do this. Dude, why is it... I'm getting unlimited notifications about managing my stream from my phone. I'm getting like 1 a second. This is crazy. Stop. I gotta turn this shit off. Hold on, guys. Is the stream even... What the fuck is happening? I have another one. Sorry, brother. Got no change, brother. Then we'll put Mjolnir on Spider-Punk. Smacking him up. Okay, I think all the notifications are fucking done. No, they're not. Why? Alright, hold on, everybody. What the fuck did you do? Sent everything back? Why can't I play it? Hello? Fine, fuck you. I'll win anyway. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I need to figure out whatever the hell is going on Twitch. So we're gonna jump over to the waiting screen. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So it looks like the issue is on Twitch's end because it looks like what's happening is that it sends the signal just like 1 second of it to pick up and trigger everything, and then it dies. And then it does it again and again. So that's why I was getting a bunch of notifications, and then that's why you guys just saw right now, at least if you're on Twitch, you probably got like 2 different notifications that I went live because things is, yeah, Stream Elements fucked it up. Twitch is being hyper fucked. It's even being super frucked, right? Super fruckled. So I don't really know. Looks like Twitch probably won't happen for today, and that's fine. We've only got a little bit left for today. So let's just get back to Arena. Let's just get back to playing our video. Fucking dumb. Also, I don't know if you guys all saw. Is it? Oh, can I get the news in here? I can't get the news. It was at the beginning of the game. Where's the ban list? That's what I wanted to show. Ways to play. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. We got a new ban list today for my seasoned, my entrenched, right? That's the word, and seasoned whatever. For my actual, like, Magic the Gathering players and guys who aren't just, like, sitting around watching, we got a ban list update today, which is both, like, this feels like the fastest they've taken care of issues in a long time, instead of being like, we'll see how it plays out. Like, VV should not have been like that viable or like legal that long after his release. But Badger Mole Cub, I guess it's been like 2 sets since Badger Mole Cub, but we no longer have to deal with that asshole who you play him for like what, 1 mana, 2 mana at most. He comes in, Earth Bend 2, so you can turn a land into a 2/2, and then whenever you tap a creature for mana, it makes 2 mana instead of 1. So it was a disgusting piece of ramp, and I'm glad it's gone. Then we also got a ban on the Fantasticar, which that seems the fastest because we're not even out of the set yet. But Fantasticar is no longer legal in, what is it, Vintage and Legacy? I have, here, while this guy is taking his turn, because he seems like he's going to be a slow one, we'll go over to the web here. No, that's not what we want, web. That's not the thing we want. Oh, he's making a move. So let's go back real quick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know where any of my buttons are. What should we play? Let's play a breakout. It could be anything, Lois. Even a boat. You know how much we've always wanted one of those. Attack with 1. Super fruckled. Okay, while he goes again, we will go to web. Yes, here's our ban list. We have, oh yeah, and we banned Grand. Thank God. Grand was such an annoying card. I couldn't even tell you what she all did off the top of my head because every time I saw her played and activated, I wanted to do it. I wanted to end it. Yes, Legacy and Vintage, the Fantasticar is banned. If you guys followed any of those formats at all, or even just anybody in Magic, like any possible like streamer, influencer, you saw that card in those formats was hyper broken. So good on Wizards for actually like taking care of that fast. And guys, don't worry, check this out. He still hasn't played since I swung Spinneret, so we can just hang out. Oh, he just passed. Okay then, well, we're going to play Spider-Punk, we're going to auto-pay it, and we're going to give him haste. And then we're going to swing, we're going to give Spinneret a counter, and boom, boom. But then, for my Magic players as well, or my... Oh, he just gave up. You know what? I've been there. He's probably like in the middle of something. He's like, I'm not going anywhere with this. But for... Let's see. While I start looking for another match here to play with Ben, I do want to remind everybody, whether you are a Magic player or just a fellow weeb, that we have today, what is it, for a period of 24 hours starting at 9 a.m. earlier today, Pacific time, that you can go to Magic's Secret Lair website for $140. You can grab your own Hatsune Miku foil collector's commander deck. It is, if you order it within 24 hours, it is being, what is it called? Like made to print. So as long as you order within 24 hours, you will get a deck it might, you know, there are different delivery windows. So you might get it like by the end of the year, or you might get it next year. But you will get it, which is I'm super proud of Wizards for this one, because it's a super big change from how they used to, or from how Secret Lair normally works, where they just go, floodgates open, good fucking luck. But now, like, they said, you know, or it's like, floodgates are open, there's a limited quantity, good luck, like, whatever, and scalpers could very easily manipulate the system. This time around, they said, anybody who orders in a 24-hour window will get it, and it's limited to one order per transaction. Holy fuck, where are my lands? Oh yeah, I should probably flip us back. So, lots of amazing reprints in this set. The one thing that makes me like really excited is we get a straight up Phyrexian Miku, right? Like she's completed and everything, which means for my non-Magic players, she essentially gave into the symbiote. Oh my god, I can get a green. Holy fuck. What are we gonna do? We're gonna start with Twitching Doll. And we're gonna swing with MJ. Whew. You're a god. Yeah, I'm a simp when it comes to Miku. If you're not a simp for Miku, I worry about you, my friends. What? Oh well, at least I've got mana now to do things. Kind of. I can at least do a land of War Elves. Well, I've got 3 now. Still, I can't do anything. What is anybody doing? Oh, you're doing this thing, whatever it is? This is stupid. You're stupid. Watch this. Now, watch this drive. 4-4 from Overprotect. Hard-hitting question to that Esper Medwin. Goo bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, that feels amazing. Making other people have a bad day in Magic the Gathering. It's nice to be on this side of the equation, you know what I mean? What? I don't know. What just happened? End turn. Oh. You wanna go out? End turn, end turn, end turn. What the? An Ugin? An Oogie McTaj? Oh, I might be a little screwed. Well, I've got Ben. Save me, Ben. Hey, he's not casting a colorless. If he cast a colorless, he could have gotten rid of me, but he didn't. What are you doing with that bear? Get that bear out of my face. Oh, we have a spinneret. You can try and block with the Studious First Year, but I am going to... Yeah. Do not allow him to reach 11. I'm not... I'm sure you guys, a lot of you have probably seen the meme because it's pretty popular, but there's like the, like, who draw, I'm pretty sure it was Ball Buddy who drew it, but, you know, the, it's like the fat Magic player, and he's like, that card, like, that's a rookie card, and it's like, all God, the destroyer of everything, you know, enters field, kill everything, you win game, but then it's like, you know, cute puppy, and he goes like, ugh, and he's like scared. Ugin is one of the ones that would be in the top panel, but actually scary, because for some reason, people can really pop him off. No, don't kill Mary Jane. Okay, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Kill Ugin. There's really no point in me doing anything here that's not killing Ugin. Alright. Yeah, you can only gain 3 life and draw a card now. I'm not letting you get to 11. Wizards of the Coast will now make D&D like Magic with partnership from other IPs. Well, more, or rather Hasbro. Dude, I actually didn't think about that. And you know what? That is a little... How do I put this? Like, I can fucking see it, right? It feels just insidious enough because right now I know that, you know, miniature games are becoming ever more popular by the day. I can't really do anything with this, but I can play my enchantment, I guess. Uh-oh. I need a creature. So yeah, miniature games, whether it's like Heavy Gear or Warhammer, or in particular the one that's coming to my mind is Marvel Crisis Protocol. These games are getting pretty popular. They're getting pretty big scenes. It would make so much sense if Marvel just, or like, yeah, Wizards comes in and goes like, oh, but we're the big dog, so here's Marvel D&D and Marvel D&D minis. Like, I don't know how much of an effect it would have on the main players per se, but you know, you can bet your bottom fucking dollar that it would at least cut into, like, people who love those games are probably not going to jump over, but it is going to be, oh, I just spilled my drink. It would become the, like, standard. Shot. 1 second. Let me go get that. Go. Where is this guy? I want this stupid match to be over, or not over, but I want to win this stupid match. The worst thing about spilling things on your desk, guys, is when it like works its way under like your monitor stand and all of these little like nooks and crannies. Oh hey, one of my nose rings. Oh, and a lip ring. Very cool. Wondering where those went. What's happening? He's destroying things? He cast a non-color... Oh, okay. Still not doing anything, like, scurry, but I don't know what's in his hand. Okay, everything is cleaned. Did I get my confirmation? Yay! Where is that? Order confirmation! Woo! Oh god, I just showed off my address. Well, gotta black that out on the VOD. The word is sad. I mean, absolutely sad, but I would also think like devious comes to mind because they know that, like, they're waiting for the moment to strike. You know what I mean? Like, oh, now these minis and these tabletop games are getting popular. Let's get in on it. Oh, I guess I should explain if you're watching this in the VOD and you're putting it on as noise or something, but that little clip jump you just saw there, that was because I showed my address on screen because I was showing off my order confirmation for, excuse me, what just happened? Why did my land blow up? What did I miss? Oh, you can just blow things up. What is this thing? What is he doing? You know, I've gone through so much bullshit already that I should be getting some amount of creatures or something I can do something with. If I pull a land, I might just like actively shit my pants. I am not live streaming. Oh, I'm reading my chat backwards. That's right. Also, question for you guys. What do you prefer in the chat window? So in the old map streams GMU setup, we had messages come in from the bottom and go up. In this setup, we have messages come in from the top and go down. I have no idea which one people prefer. The main point of having the chat box here is so that if you are watching the VOD, you can actually know what people are saying, especially if you put it like full screen or something on a TV. It just makes sense. And it's archival, all that fun stuff, yada, yada, yada. But let me know which one makes more sense to you, especially since I just tripped myself up embarrassingly. Can somebody win it? Like, look, what is the state of this playing field? I genuinely ask. He's got like 1,000,000 lands. He has no maximum hand size. Look at his fucking his deck is 205 fucking cards. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm not dealing with this. We're just out of here. Timon says he's ambivalent about it. Well, that's good. That is a valid response. That is still good info that I could use. Did I have fun on that match? No. No. All right. Also, just saw this update for those of you who do actually want the Miku deck. If you can pre-order it now, and they will not charge you until the order actually goes through. This is way different. Like, I am, for all the bullshit that Wizards of the Coast puts us through, and they put, like, don't get me wrong, they put us through a lot. We have to be able to go like, all right, that was pretty good. You're doing well. All right, I can admire that. Okay, none of that was working out. My Ben deck isn't pulling right this morning. The artifact deck was just annoying to me to play. So we're gonna jump over to, for our final couple matches or two, I have a token deck, obviously built around like Squirrel Girl and Ant-Man. Let's see if I can pull off anything with this. Couldn't do anything with that hand, unfortunately. We will keep this, put the Overprotect away. My headphones sound like really crunchy all of a sudden. I don't know if that's coming across to you guys. So give me 1 second to disconnect, reconnect. Hopefully it doesn't disrupt anything, but I'll be here still. Just 1 sec. At least the sound looks to be working still. For you guys on your end, that is good. My headphones... Oh, there they go. They weren't connecting for a second there. All right, everything's back to normal. I can see you guys. How's everybody doing again? Okay, let me think. Let me think. Yeah, I do want to do that. And then I want to do this. We're going to Knivi. We'll get rid of a road. I don't really need a road for this. See, and then we pop tokens, and then Okoye, when she's on the field, attacking creature tokens you control have first strike. I'll be able to shut everybody down. It'll be great. Pop, 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 pop. Well, I'll play a land. What do I play? I guess I'll play this. This will be funny. Next, no attacks. At the very least, it will distract them and make them use whatever red-blue options they have to get rid of it. Oh, you're not going to. Risky. Risky. Because I'm going to play Okoye next. And that'll bring in tokens. It'll bring in 4 tokens next turn. Ooh, or I could do Peter. What do I want to do, guys? Fuck it. Fuck it. Woohoo! Neither of you two are artifacts. You don't do anything. Next. Oh, at least attack with you, because I don't think you can do anything. Yay! 4 damage, yay! What the? My camera is way... Balancing is way off here. What did I do? Oh, it's because I moved everything when I spilled my drink. That's right. Oh, I hate this card. I mean, it's a good card. I hate going up against it. This guy's playing a version of my deck, of that artifact deck I was rolling at the beginning of our stream this morning. You want to do 8 damage to me? I'll let you have a 9er. A 9er, I can take 9, said Mav infamously before he gets his ass handed to him. Ooh, training regimen. Fun. What do I want to do, guys? Green, green, red. Enduring Vitality. Now I have a bunch of mana to use. And we can tap those two. No, I don't want to tap those two per se. I want to tap... we'll tap you for a white. Why not? And we'll play Peter Parker. And when he enters, he'll make 2 tokens. And then... we will... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Next, we will just attack with Exalted Sunborn in the air. Get me some 4 health. And end turn. Yo! Welcome back, Punk. Back from running errands. We are probably on the tail end of this morning's stream. We'll play at least this match, depending on whether it pisses me off or whether I feel like I need to prove something, maybe 1 or 2 more. But we are definitely winding. Oh, we're already at 2, so maybe just this one. Depends on time. But always happy to have you, you Punk or Timon or Andrew or OM or any of you guys out there, Sakura Mita or Shinkai, what any of you guys that show up and spend any amount of time here, whether you actively chat, whether you're lurking, whether you end up watching us in VOD. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad that, I can help brighten your days a bit. Because remember, it does suck out there. There are a lot of things that are shitty, but we're still alive. And there's still good things. And I am not happy about what I'm seeing play out in front of me. Yeah. All right, 20 to block. Well, we'll block with 1 and a 2 and a 3. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8 blocked, 9 block, 10 block. Yeah, we can do that. I'm good with that. Because Enduring Vitality will still be a creature. Except I need something to, push through this next turn. And if I don't get it, I'm worried. Timon says, want some good news? Always, my brother. What do we got? What do you got for me? Well, we're going to sacrifice that guy. Then we're going to do a training regimen. Then put a counter on you. And another Swingu, because I need health. It's tense for getting... Argentinians are getting... Oh, they really are? Argentina's players are getting punishment for the world... You're kidding me. From FIFA? I would be genuinely surprised if FIFA is actually going to go, I don't think so, Argentina. That's crazy. What are the penalties? Are they suspensions, fines? Are they going to put them all in one stadium and do a Bane? What is happening? Let's see. Wow, he might get me. Oh no, he totally gets me, I think. 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, blocker, 2, blocker, 3, blocker, 4, blocker. I have no idea how much damage is coming through. Really don't. Ah, I was just short. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. We can probably play like one more, right? Like one more. One more. We'll be fine. We'll be fine for one more. Oh boy, I love receiving dating advice column news recommendations in my inbox. I mean, no idea. Bum ba da bum 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 bum. All right, all right. Ooh. Sue versus Galactus to close out the day. All right, let's see. What have I got? What have I got? I'll keep this. I see the vision with this, right? So we'll do Abandoned Air Temple. Orbs. All right, all right. Then what do we want to play, guys? Let's play a green just to be safe. Pay 2 life. Get my Twitching Doll. Now, ideally, if Twitching Doll doesn't get blown up, we should be okay. Oh, you want to go with that? That's what you're doing? Well, I'm going to play an Enduring Vitality. How about that? How about that? That's crazy. Like, I'm stunned. Argentina doesn't get penalties. Like, FIFA's so corrupt in their favor. I mean, anybody who saw the World Cup saw the fact that, like, they should have gotten every single flag called on them, and they were just getting away with essentially beating up Spain, right? Inshallah, the evil is defeated. We'll just put it that way. What do I want to do? I think what I want to do is drop you. And go to next turn, no attacks. This way I can we say thee nay or erode him, whatever it need be. 3 Argentine players plus an assistant coach are facing charges from assault to unsporting behavior. Like, are we talking like jail charges? Like police charges? That would be fucking crazy. Oh, he wants to play Mjolnir? You know what, guys? I say thee nay. We say thee nay. You don't have to. Just accept it. No Mjolnir for you. Get out of my face. Not happening. And what, your nerd ass wants to attack? You can attack. You can have your 3 damage. That's cute. No. Bad Mav. Bad Mav, do not get cocky. Okay, my turn. Ooh, a starting town. I could use that. Even though I think we're way out of... Yeah, we're way out of the limit for that. But we can use Elspeth. And when she comes in, we will blow Iron Lad up. Oh. Okay, hey, FIFA charges are still good. FIFA charges are still charges. And I, for one, welcome whatever punishment comes to the Argentine team. Zero sympathy. All right. What color do I want? I want white. So I can play Spidey. Then we'll play this land. It enters tapped. And then I guess I'll just swing with Enduring Vitality. Spectacular Spider-Man gains flying until end of turn. Yay. Pass to blockers. Spider-Man can block. And if he tries anything... Oh, yeah? You think you're going to live? You think you've got this? Nah, son. Nah, son. Overprotect. Crash upon thine rocks. And you know what? Just in case you decide to try and put any more flyers out, we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna strike you for 6. Also, AFA is getting some punishments for the Malvinas banner, and wow, really? And then, yeah, I loved when Spanish players told Trump to take a hike after the trophy. Like, it is such an embarrassment that any team allows that man to, or sorry, not that man, that fat pedophile to, what you would call it, like leech himself onto their successes and their victories. And he's like, I want the trophy. I want my trophy. Like, what a fucking baby. What a fucking loser. And people think he's the best? Like, you're all a bunch of fucking morons if you do. Again, you can lean conservative and have conservative ideologies, but if you go to Trump, you're just fucking dumb. Like, everybody should want better than just like the guy who just says like whatever you want to hear when he doesn't really care about it. All right, am I gonna put this to bed? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got a lot of untapped and a full hand. So we're just going to send Spidey and Enduring Vitality. See? See? I saw that coming. Oh no! Spider-Man, no! Alright, he's back. He's back, baby. Hulk, Gamma Goliath. It's funny because I'm just gonna erode him when I can. Wait, where's my Enduring Vitality? What the? Oh, he put it back in my hand. Damn it. Oh yeah, of course he. I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. Well, I can't do anything anyway, so we're okay. And we are gonna do this. And then we're gonna tap, add 1 mana of any color, and do this. And we'll do that. And we do this. And we blow up the Hulk. 2 1/1 counters on this creature. I don't care. I'm not attacking you. You're irrelevant. Get your basic land card out of my face. Then we drop the Enduring Vitality. Then we go next, and we do Storm and Ant-Man, and not Spider-Man, but we will do Ant-Man, and I will pay 1 to put a counter on Ant-Man, and we'll make an ant, and she's definitely going to try to block, and then I'm just going to sack Spidey and be indestructible, and really make this dude mad. What did you think was going to happen? Got him. And survey says you got a lot of lands. Your last card's Johnny. Ouch. He can't do anything because I've got Storm out. Incredible. C'est la vie. My turn. Holy crap, this is going to be funny. So we'll do that. He's probably gonna fold before, or like he'll scoop before this all plays out. I mean, I would, but it would be funny if I could go through to the end. Did we really end the day on guy who just throws a tantrum and leaves? That kind of sucks. Timon, in the meantime, Timon says, I bought a new game on Steam, Troubleshooter. Looks like Persona plus XCOM, dirt cheap. Haven't heard of it, but with that kind of like cross combination recommendation, I'm completely in on it. Reminds me, we just got the reveal trailer, I guess, for the Goddess of Nikkei Persona crossover collab they're doing in the game. So, looks pretty cool, except they took away Queen's booty, and she is flatter than a pancake, and I object to that. As much as I object to this guy just leaving. I mean, I guess theoretically I could just leave and both of the timers would run out and I would win. But also, that's not how you do it. It's not good sportsmanship. Remember, be better. We should all strive to be better. I do love... Let's look at these arts. I like that Johnny. I like Scott. I like that he's on a Roxxon can. And of course Storm. You can never go wrong with Storm. Oh, I didn't know she's above Avengers Tower. That's interesting. It's very funny. I feel like they've tried to make this push to put Storm on the, like, associated with the Avengers in recent years, and it's not going to take. It's like barking up the wrong tree, you know what I mean? Unfortunately. Remember to take a hydration break. Go have a glass of water, a chug of your bottle, and scene. Oh. Now we still have to wait to do all of this. You know what? It's going to be funny anyway. Next, enter combat. Auto pay. We'll put this on, I don't fucking know, Scott, I guess. Oh, I can just go through. Thank God we don't have to sit through that. Goodness. We're almost to Mythic, except I don't think I'll make it, right? Because doesn't season start tomorrow? Let's see. What do we have? Oh, I have 20 days to get there. That's right. This is all... It's always different and awkward and... Yeah. Look at that. I have a full Marvel superhero set. Well, near full? Do you want me to collect the Jumpstart ones too? That's bullshit if you want me to... I'm going to be mad if that's true. But, let's see. Anyway, guys, we are at our 2-hour, 20-minute mark. I think that's a good place to call it for this edition of Morning MTG. Farewell to Badger Club, or Badger Cub. You know, what is it? Good luck and good riddance, right? Like, I think we can all agree on Badger Mole Cub and Grand being banned. Remember, if you are a Hatsune Miku fan, the Hatsune Miku Commander deck is currently available for a 24-hour period over on the Secret Lair website. It is, the window is from 9 a.m. Pacific time today to 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. If you place your order, you will get the deck. It just depends on which window you'll get it in. So, go jump up on that. Go get your Miku deck. Brand New Day is very good. It was a lot like, yeah, great movie. We obviously talked about it a lot. Obviously I will be back same Mav time, same Mav channel tomorrow for another installment of Morning MTG to hang out with you guys, talk about what's on your mind. We sadly will be saying goodbye to the Marvel superhero set tomorrow. Today is the last official day for it. Instead, we will be starting the Hobbit tomorrow. So get your Lord of the Rings Bibles and dictionaries and everything out, and we'll be jumping into that. So I'm kind of excited to see how the cards play. I'm jumping into the set blind with you guys tomorrow, right? Like, I have followed nothing except I've seen some of the alt art treatments, and I've been like, oh, that's pretty cool. So farewell, Marvel superheroes. We'll see you in the next Marvel set, which could be, you know, I'm guessing if we're doing 5 sets total, right? 6 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, for the gems, we had Spider-Man, we had Avengers. Probably gonna get X-Men. I'm guessing Mystic and Horror, a Cosmic set, and then I have no idea what could go from there. Maybe a multiverse. I don't know. But either way, we will see Marvel again. Marvel will return in Magic the Gathering, but tomorrow we jump over to The Hobbit. So, with that, everybody, I will be hitting the end. Andrew, no. Peace out to you guys. Again, whether you watched live, whether you are catching the VOD, whether you just lurked, I appreciate you. I see all of you guys, and I can't wait to hang out with you tomorrow morning. Go down below. You've got all the links to me on social media, my Discord, my Twitter. Foil variant, you've got links to Andrew's stuff. Go pre-order Arc Stream number 2, False Arcstream False Start number 2, rather. I got it right this time. Go jump on it. You'll hear more about that from us throughout the week, I am sure. Follow me on Twitter, Foil Banner on Twitter, all that fun stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow and talk to you all on Discord, social media. I'm around. So, until next time, everyone, have a good Monday, and we'll see those dirty hobbitses tomorrow. Take it easy.
As the creator of Mara Jade,
Wait! I am not the creator of Mara Jade, and I want you to get out of this office right now.
I'm sorry, Zeb.
No way.
You brought
No way.
You brought it on yourself.
I don't want you here.
I'm so sorry, George. I didn't think it would go like this.
Out.
Ted, I got your voucher.
Out! There.
I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. We'll have him, like, burned and... Well,
I don't even
executed
know
and
who
burned.
that guy is.